very excited. Thank you.
You think you're excited? Imagine what I am.
I'm very excited. So you were actually in Israel, and I was petrified for you. Ich ga gezittert von dir. Nah, like, because, and not because, ich ga gewiss, die hast du schmeurig, ich weiß, die hast da gone mit das. Nah, die bist ein brave Mensch. Like, die ist nicht einer, das hat moire von keinem.
So
But it was
I'll
like,
explain a little bit.
the
Psychology was
energy,
crazy.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The psychology was crazy. Like, we were all in shock. You weren't even able to ground yourself.
Yeah.
Like, now you can ground yourself. But for you in that moment, Ari, what was the experience?
So I'll explain the most hard experience for me was I was walking in Shalim right after it all happened. Obviously, while it's happening, we're sitting in Shil, the second day of Yom Tov in Israel. I don't know if you guys are aware, Israelis only keep 1 day and we keep 2 days.
Yeah.
So for us, it's Yom Tov Shiny. And we all had plans on bookings like singers and music. And it was supposed to be like this amazing second day that the only reason I went for Yom Tov Sick is because everyone always talks about Asim Chestoire, the second day, the dancing with the Torahs with music, and it's so amazing. So that's what I had imagined the whole time. And then I come there and I'm like, yeah, Allah Samat is going to be here, and Palti is coming there, and this is going to... And I come to all these places and everyone is down, and you look at them and I'm like, where's the music? And they're like, no, canceled. So I went to Ari Weiss and I asked over there, they have Yoli Londo and all the big guys. I'm like, Allah Samat's supposed to be here. They're like, yeah, he called in today in the morning. He said he's not coming. So we said, what do you mean? They offered him double the money. They said, you charge this and this amount? Double it. He said, you can double whatever you want. I'm not coming. Yoli Lando offered him tripled the amount that he asked. He said, I am not coming. They did not want to go.
Wow.
Think about it. All their neighbors were called in. Everyone. That itself didn't hit me until the next day. I'm walking in the streets. The streets are empty. It's nothing there. Loaded with cops, loaded with soldiers. But I'm thinking the people that did come out already, all of a sudden we're walking, the alarm goes off. I took a video of this. You cannot understand how 1:30 in the afternoon, the street that had very little people, but still had people, within a couple of seconds, it's empty. You can hear flies going, and you hear the sirens, and then everyone takes cover. The side of buildings, underneath roofs. The cops were hiding with us. The cops, they're standing there with guns, and you see these people, adults that are trained, and you can see in their eyes the fear is real. And everyone is daven. You see people that you don't even realize, yeah, they're Jew, they live in Israel, but you don't realize they know how to say Shira Malis Mimamakim. You don't understand it. You know, it's like, oh, this girl is wearing pants, and we don't know what they go through in life. We don't know how they were raised. But all of a sudden, everyone is crouched up. No one makes a sound. The lady cops, the men cops, the ugefurim, the frye, the frimme, all are bent over in the side, and everyone's mouth is murmuring. Hashem, watch us. Hashem, I hope it doesn't hit. I hope the iron don't take it down.
How did you feel in that moment? Was your heart racing? Did you feel anxiety?
So right then in the beginning,
frozen?
So I'll explain the beginning first. The first time, I don't even know how to say this. It was pretty actiony because you hear the sirens, right? So you're like, oh wait, this is happening. It's so cool, right? First you're thinking this is cool, but the sirens end. The sirens don't end when it lands. The sirens warn you to hide. Once the rockets are there, it gets quiet. As soon as the sirens ended and the quietness hit, it was a type of quietness I never experienced in my life. It was like I felt no one saying anything. All the mouths stop, and we're all waiting to hear where the boom is. And then we start hearing boom, 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 and literally the floor was shaking. And one rocket actually hit next to Yerushalayim. It hit a mosque in the Arabic neighborhood. They hit themselves.
Yeah.
So what's it called? So I hear myself. So as soon as we hear the boom, boom, booms, that's when I felt like, wait, is this the end? Do I say Krishma now? Is it over? Is it the beginning? It goes to a place where it's so quiet and scary that it's almost at a level of where you're making peace with your own self.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But when you face death, really, you face death in that moment. You knew there's like a chance that this hits me.
I didn't know what to know. I was at a point where I didn't know if I'm calm or if I'm nervous.
Right.
I had no idea.
It's called frozen.
It was frozen.
Psychology, it's called frozen.
Yeah, but it was so clear that I'm frozen that I didn't even know that I'm frozen. I felt like,
wow.
Like literally, I felt every one of my heart pounds. Boom. I looked at my brother Shai. He looked at me.
Yeah.
And we're like, And all of a sudden, like after this, we're all like frozen there, and the cops are like, "Okay, it's good, it's good," and we're like, "Wait, we can go now?"
Yeah.
Like we literally, like we were glued there, and we're like, "Wait, can we go?" The guy's like, "Yeah, yeah, you're good." And I'm like, that's when it also hit me again. Like, are these people walking around like as if nothing happened? Like they're used to this. Their life there is
Yeah.
literally used to something like this. It's you can't
Wow.
explain it. Wow, it's insane.
Wow. So then you were there for another 2 or 3 days, right?
So yeah, I was stuck there. Actually,
How how does
it
that
was,
feeling? How does that feel? How does it feel to be stuck in a war zone when you have no idea what's gonna happen and there's no way out? So like
so I'm
now
a
you're
little
there.
bit
What?
I'm a little bit cuckoo.
Okay.
So
Well.
right away, hold on a second. I have a guy that's dropped me off. I'm live. Yeah, yeah, I'm waiting right here. Just confirmed she found it. Got it. Okay, I'm waiting right here. Anyhow, I'm doing a favor for someone. I'm heading to Lakewood from Flower Park, so I'm already picking up something for someone. Why not? But anyhow, so for me, I'm a little cuckoo. I'm crazy. So as soon as I heard that my flight is canceled, I thought to myself, listen, I'm single. I don't have kids.
Mm-hmm.
I have no one. Like I have a family, obviously, but all these army people, they're not in the army now. They were in the army. They're on reserve. Everyone in Israel is always going to be on reserve because everyone's supposed to be in the army. And then when you go home, it's not like, oh, you're free. The country needs you. You go back. All these people, they do have wives. They do have children. And
Yeah.
they got woken up or called from somewhere and they have to go. And I thought to myself, oh, I have EMT training. I was in Slowsburg EMS. If I'm stuck here, I'm going to help. I right away started making phone calls for friends that are in the army, friends that are in this. How can I go help? And I literally called up my mother. I might have done that just to scare her, to be honest. But right away, I'm sorry, mommy, if you're watching. But right away, I got her. I'm like, listen, this is my choice. They're like, no, don't go. You're crazy. I told them, listen, I'm an adult. If I choose now to join the army, it's my choice.
Yeah.
You did well. You raised me. I'm here. I'm choosing to go. And I was trying for a couple of days. I was trying to get in touch with the right people to go literally there and try to help as much as I can. But it took a very long time, and until everything, it's more complicated than it sounds.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Wow.
that's
So you
where my mind went. But on the people there, I know people that were. I was everywhere. You were there. You were in Israel. Literally,
yeah.
wherever you walked, you had a different person walking on the street crying. And it came to a point where I stopped asking, like, why are you crying? What's going on? Because I already know. Either someone that they loved is gone, or someone got kidnapped, or they don't know where someone is. Literally, I had a friend and a guy that I met there. We're in the middle of walking. He starts crying. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know. My sister hasn't been picking up for 4 hours. Then she does pick up, but the the, the, the way how people think there is like, imagine living like that. It's unbelievable. Imagine someone doesn't answer your phone call. Do in America, okay, they're busy. They went to a mall. They don't
Yeah.
have patience for me. In Israel, it's like, wait, are they in the army now? Did they go back? Wait, which unit was this? Which area? Oh, they were there. Did it hit the... Right away, you start thinking. Imagine a person living their life with that kind of fear. It's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Baruch Hashem, we had some good news today. We got
What's the
another.
good?
We got another hostage back, a baby.
Oh yeah.
Today we got a
What?
baby back. Yesterday we got a girl.
And
A
how are they
soldier.
getting only one hostage? I mean, I'm not so into the news. So what are they all these hostages? I thought they're like in one place.
So I'll be honest. If I would have known, I would have answered you. But the true answer right now is, I promise you, I have no idea. But I can give a speculation what I imagine. But that's purely, guys. Whoever's watching, all the one. This is purely my stomach pain that's going out. It's not knowledge. I don't know it.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm just. It's not gonna be fake news because the baby is fake news.
So
I don't know.
I
There were
also
pictures
saw
going around. No, I heard that it's a real thing.
I also saw that it's a fake news, but I
This,
guess
then again, I don't know what's fake and what's real. I'm not a news channel. All I do is I sometimes give restaurants some hell and sometimes some heaven, and I try to get good food. But
yeah.
that's not my department. And I'm telling you right now, what I'm thinking out of pure Bochweitung, as you call it in Yiddish, is probably that they're not smart enough to keep them all in a. I mean, they're not stupid enough to keep them all in one place. I'm assuming they keep them in different places. Like that, if one place they find them, they don't find everyone, and they still have something. But that's just how. I'm not even gonna say that's how I would do it because that's no. Don't put me in that chas v'shulam. Wow, I don't have words. But I do want to ask. Lately, a lot of videos are going around from really horrible things.
Yeah.
Like today, it's not all you see is a picture of a child and a sister, and you see blood on the floor.
Yeah.
It's not even it's not even a video of something happening, but they're taking such a picture and they're putting it out there, and it's literally crushing. Not just me, every Eid. And
Right.
a lot of these things come from people from that side. Because in order to win a war, the best way to do it is you crush people's hopes and you take people's energy and you put it downward. The reason why the soldiers keep on spreading love and dancing and Misha Mamin and all the people are throwing up on tanks and they're waving flags is to show no matter what we go through, our spirits are high, we're going to fight with our heads up. But
Yeah.
these, I'm very, very strongly asking everybody to do your best. If you see such things, obviously don't hate on it, but don't forward it.
Right.
Such things, it's really not good for us. And when you forward it around, just like when we see something from that side that we got them, we got a building down, this happened to them, our hearts, in a way, we are human
Yeah.
beings. And we don't think of them as human beings. So right away, we're like, yes. And it makes us, yeah. You see how it raises our spirits? When they see it, it downs their spirits. So we shouldn't send around their happiness and our sadness to
Right.
everybody. Let's keep Bali Sidul happy. Let's keep us, yeah, it's very serious and it's very nice what people are doing, donating. And I'm serious, the amount of money I've seen people donating and giving away
So
from
Bloomberg,
themselves.
you saw Bloomberg gave today like $44 million to the Mogandova. The
Yeah, I hear. Listen, for him, it's like you giving a
Yeah,
dollar.
no, but I'm saying for them, I don't know what they can build a hospital with this
Huh?
money. You have a wide, I would say, just a wide view on seeing things, not just seeing it as it is, but
I
also with a
appreciate that. Hello,
yeah,
coming from you, I know you're a loving
yeah.
guy.
Thank
En
you.
die bist allemaal zeilen ze zich in positive and kein nicht lassen the negative affect you.
Yeah, yeah, and that's by the way my struggle because it the negative wants to express itself, the pain wants to express, and mechanisch big, you can't always run away from it.
By the
So
way, one compliment I have to give you here on the live. I know it's probably very, very hard. Us as men, I know it's a very kind of mechanisch men, and I know they probably I heard a whole joke that they wanted to change the iPhone 15 Pro Max to be gender neutral and age fluid, so it's gonna be called the iPhone thumbs up emoji because it
okay,
can be 15 and it can be max because maybe it's a max. So there's a whole joke how they said that, but I know today that you can't really say that. But us guys, we were Ayid, a Baraparka guy, is raised that we don't talk about emotion, we don't talk about
yeah.
feelings. This is a woman thing. For me to see, this guy with shine cute bias. You Emmersdik the leepst and the lacht, but for you to be able to come out and say, hey, it's not easy.
Yeah,
It's a
thank you.
beautiful thing. And by the way, I wish, my dream is ein Tag, sollen de Männer kennen sitzen bis Mädrisch und auch reden ein bisschen von feelings.
Yeah,
En keiner soll nicht trachten, nee, weiß nicht, echte,
yeah,
was machst dich
right.
narrisch? Like,
So
nee.
so it happens to be that this war brought up so many feelings for people that they had no choice but to express it. And
Ja.
yeah, let's be honest, deze brengt erop, de alle stories van de Tweede Wereldoorlog did come up over here. The ganze trauma that our parents and grandparents went through, everything came up over here. So people had no choice but to feel their feelings. And that's why we have a shtickle crisis right now, that people are feeling and they have no idea what to do. Het voor them is te zijn, ze gaan naar mama, dan Park, en mogen zoeken te hillen, en moeten geschikt de kinderen gaan. Everybody was involved one way or another. They had no choice but to either support or to daven or to send money. People weren't working. Nobody was working that week. I know all the groups were busy met wie ze me kan helpen en schicken zitzes met gelaten. You know, it's geworden because people were feeling they had no choice. It becomes too much.
But unfortunately, I have to add, unfortunately, here in America, it got weakened. It's not very good the first couple of days. Everybody opens their heart.
Yeah.
Everybody's making groups. By the way, if I have people in the crowd, in the audience right now, that are from Queens, send in a heart button, because for the Queens people, I have a compliment. Somehow, the Queens, I've been in Queens, I've been in Williamsburg, Amona, all areas. When you go around in Queens, every store has a kidnapped sign.
Wow.
Every store has I stand with Israel. I don't know if it's a community thing or if it's a group there, but a shout out to the Queens. Unbelievable amount of support. I have a friend, a soldier, and he told me, like, he gets back and you know yeah, a lot of people say I have family soldiers and it's very nice, but then there's the soldiers that we know that they're really actually in Gaza and they're like
Yeah,
literally risking, they're not like standing, all color respect to every soldier, but we all have that one person that someone knows that he is like in the real,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like he's in the real deal. And I have a soldier like that, and he literally texted me. He's like, no matter what it is, our spirits are raised because every time we do get a little break and we do end up in our place and we go onto social media and we look around, we see, oh, there's a parade in Manhattan. Wow, look at how many people came with
yeah,
flags. They're cheering for us.
yeah,
Wow, you know, I saw that in New York they're putting missing signs. Like, wow. Yeah,
yeah.
no one in New
I
York
saw
is going to be
something
able to say,
like,
I found him because we know where they're missing. We
yep,
know where they're kidnapped. No, the Arab is not going to say, I'm going to give it back. It's the support. And in Queens, it is unbelievable what the residents, the business owners, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. If that was going on in Borough Park and in Williamsburg and all over, I'm not saying it would physically help, but it would definitely help our soul. People get feedback. It's a new world. Everything is on the
yep.
phone. We're two people. We're having a conversation that happens to be, in this moment, 165 other Yiddish and Nishomas are sitting here and they're going along. And
And
if one of these people happens to
they're
be,
they're having, yeah,
imagine one of these listeners is a soldier in Israel, and he's watching this, and he's like, "Wow, you see that? They're talking about me here."
yeah,
Imagine that love. Tomorrow morning, he goes out and he has his little terrible coffee that comes in a sandbag. You know how they serve coffee in the army?
yeah.
I'm a food blogger. I'm gonna say this: the food there is not good.
Wow.
They once asked Gordon Ramsay what he thinks about airplane food. You know what he answered?
What?
I'd rather walk. Like you have a flight from Dubai to America. Well, how was the food? I'd rather walk. Like
Wow.
that's how bad. You cannot imagine. They don't have the coffee like we do, but they get. But that little crappy sandbag coffee that he lit up somehow with a chemical to make warm, it's gonna go down easier. Why? Because what do you mean? I'm here. I'm part of this. I'm getting the support, the love. Everyone's cheering for me. I know I'm on the good side. Good will always win,
Yeah.
and what? It's a very very strong thing. And
Right.
wow, I didn't even know before I came on that this is the topic we're going to talk about, but
Yeah.
it's an honor.
I know.
Anything, Ellen,
I know,
anything with
Ari.
you is an
I
honor.
know that you have a lot of feelings and you have opinions and you have a
I'm a
way.
tough guy.
You
Guys
have,
don't have feelings.
but you have a way of communicating with people and making their feelings feel validated. So my question to you is, how do you actually stay positive? Like the feelings get overwhelming because people do say things, and I saw many people that, and it bothered me that I saw these kind of words like they're coming for us or that we're in danger, which Baruch Hashem, we're in Medina Shal Malchus, and Baruch Hashem, we have safety and security over here. And people are just really projecting a lot of fear on random people that live here. So I know personally so many of my friends or even like single mothers that are living in fear because of just random Hasidim that put on their status that we're in danger, and it's not true. Anti-Semitism on the rise does not mean that an average person living right now in Borough Park, Lakewood, or any of the boroughs in the area of the tri-state, it doesn't mean that we're in danger. Yes, there's anti-Semitism maybe on the rise, and you're seeing it now more. And yes, there's a war in Israel, but people are putting out crazy negativity. So how
you
do you
asked me
stay
a
positive?
you asked me a couple of things. So
Yeah.
first, I'll ask you about the me staying positive. You want me to give you the truth, roll hard, or you want me to make it sweet and lie a little bit?
So you can go for the truth.
The truth, roll hard. I'm not a malach. I'm not always positive. I'm not always strong, and I don't always feel what I show on Instagram. Obviously, I'm a human being. Instagram is more fake than you can ever imagine. Obviously, there's a couple of people that try to keep it real, and I try to keep it real. I don't post my personal life. I'm actually very against personal life. I do have a personal Instagram for close friends. And yeah, over there I follow my people that I want to see their stuff. But staying positive, Reb Nachman once said, if you wake up in the morning and you have nothing what to smile about, and you walk out in the street and you don't smile to anyone, no one's going to smile at you.
Wow.
If you wake up and you smile and that smile is fake, no one can smile for fake more than a couple of seconds. That fake smile is going to turn into a real smile.
Wow.
And it's true. And once your fake smile turns into a real smile and someone sees that smile, he had a terrible morning. Why are you smiling? And he looks at you and is like, wow, this guy is happy. And when someone smiles at you, you can't be mad at them. Imagine you're mad at me. And you're like, oh, look at this. And you're like smiling. I know, but hello.
Yeah.
Eventually, like, it mirrors off. And if you really want to have a smile, You got to fake it sometimes, and it will become real. Faking a smile is not a problem. So you ask me how I stay positive and how I'm also strong. I'm not. I also have, just like every other human being, some days where I come home, and I also, in the winter when it's like really late, but it's not really late, it's 6 o'clock. But you feel like it's like a million o'clock already, and you're sitting alone, and you're like, wait, I wake up, I go to work, I come home, I go to sleep. I wake up, I go to work, I come home, I go to sleep. And you feel like the time is not going anywhere, and your life
Yeah.
is not moving forward. And this is not just for someone that doesn't have. It can be for the richest and happiest person. It can be, I wake up, I tell good morning to my wife, I go to my work, I get a raise, I go to lunch, I come home, I say goodbye to my kids, and then the next day the same exact thing. It's not because it's a physical thing, it's a mental thing. A mental thing is a physical thing because physically you're using your mental. But point is, a lot of people have that. And that's something that is a level of depression. And the only way to fight depression is two ways. As a Yid, the only way to fight depression is with Hashem.
Wow.
Why? I always looked at it this way. A goy, someone that doesn't believe in Hashem, when he has a hard day, who does he blame? Himself. He blames this, he blames that, because it has to make sense. And then he gets even more depressed. Ayid, you davened, you spoke to Hashem, it didn't go well. Who are you blaming? Hashem. Morgen soll er sein besser. So right away, while you're blaming Hashem, because you already believe in Hashem, because you're blaming him, which is one of the strongest levels of feelings, is upsetness, hatred. So because you're already feeling so upset Hashem did it to you, you're automatically going to throw in a tefillah of Hashem, make it better tomorrow. And that tefillah, without you even realizing, is giving you hope for a better tomorrow.
Wow.
You get how beautiful that
Yeah.
is? And once you have hope for a better tomorrow, your depression will automatically go away. People say that Hashem is not a physical, it's the most physical thing. I'm not a big tzaddik.
And
But
it makes you feel like you're not alone.
it makes, exactly, it gives you the best company in the world because you can't yell at them. You can't blame them. You can only hope and apologize, and it literally makes a person into a mensch. I'm not saying that I'm perfected. My Yetzer Hara is just as big as the Rebbe's Yetzer Hara. For me, it's this. For him, it's that. We all have our own things.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make this all about Yiddishkeit. I'm going to make it back to what you asked. How I stay so positive and how I'm smiling. It's not easy. A lot of practice and a lot of pushing yourself for it, and it'll get there. But when it comes to what you were saying about being scared, I'm on a group with my mother, and every time before summer comes, she puts out these messages that even scare me. If you have a headache and you search on Google, why do I have a headache? I
Yeah,
guarantee you, Google just passed death penalty.
Yep. Yep.
So, you know how everyone always says the news, it's good to be updated, but to a level. Like when some group tells you, like if you don't drink 3 cups of water now, because in the next 2 days is going to be a heat wave, then you're automatically going to get dehydrated and magically die. Chapa chill, you're not dehydrated yet. Yeah, hello, easy. Now they're saying, oh, it's Halloween. So they're going to go around to the houses, dressed up with masks, and once you open, they're going to attack everybody, and everybody's going to die and get
You
kidnapped.
see, I didn't
Hello.
see that because if I were, I would probably be very scared.
Hello, I got it. My mother forwarded on our family group. Mommy, if you're here, please say something. But I'm serious. I literally got my mother posted, and I asked her, Ma, please, really? Like,
Wow.
the Arabs, that they're going to come trick-or-treat in Tom's River
Yeah.
and knock on your door for candy. And once you open up, you think your door, let's say it's true. You think they need your door open to attack you? Like, what are they attacking you with? An M&M? Okay, then he needs your door. But if it's a stick or a cane or a gun, hello, you're done. What, is he going to blow it up? Or the door is going to help? So it doesn't even make sense, all these threats. But what does it do? It scares everybody. Ooh, scary. How can you smile when you get scared every 10 seconds? But that's also what I was saying before. Stop spreading around these... It takes people. People aren't strong. Sometimes I'm not strong. People are laughing because it's I hear. Listen, the smile makes people smile. I used to say that maybe people are laughing at me. But as long as they're laughing and I do it long enough, then they'll laugh with me.
Yeah.
So when a person makes fun of you, there's fun with you. There's a person can laugh at you and a person can laugh with you. That's why every time I finish a joke, I laugh at my own joke. Like that, they can't laugh at me.
It's
I'm
like
also
DJ
laughing.
Khaled. It's like
So we're
DJ
laughing together.
Yeah, it's like DJ Khaled says, you either watch us win or you win with us.
Okay, I hear.
So I think you just said the same thing. You either watch me laugh or you laugh with me.
Yeah, for me, it's no different. because they're gonna laugh anyway. I just choose to laugh with them. Like that, no one is laughing at me because I'm laughing too.
Yeah.
How can you laugh at me? I'm laughing at me. No, we're all laughing
Right.
together. Yeah, like I guess like he said or something.
Right.
But
So
at the same
to the
time,
point, the
yeah,
point you said, there's the idea of a terrorist is there's many killers unfortunately in the world, but the terrorist is about scaring. They do terror, and what
exactly.
we're facing right now is cyber terrorism, which means that through sending around videos and all the fear that's going around,
No doubt.
there's
From day
literally,
one.
yeah.
What do you think?
So
Why do
that,
you think they video
yeah,
it? There's two reasons they video
right,
it. The terrible videos, they're videoing so we see it and
right,
we lose that fire flame that we had in the
yeah,
beginning to donate, it automatically
yeah,
goes away.
yeah,
They keep on doing it, so they keep on putting us down. That's
yeah,
reason number one. Reason number two, they're videoing is because they're making themselves look good. The people over here that don't know anything, that are uneducated, and it's even I cannot believe that you have to pick a side.
right,
Like they keep on saying, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. So I have a couple of questions. So number one, the word Palestine, what is it? It's nothing. It means absolutely
yeah,
nothing. There's no such place as Palestine. Palestine is a beautiful Israeli government that gave them territory, so they can live with their own laws. We won't bother them, and they won't bother us. Israel has one motto:
yeah,
leave me alone. Israel will
right,
never go attack them. They have one rule: don't bother me. If you
yeah,
bother me, I have to protect myself.
yeah,
And then from the river to the sea, I don't know which river they're talking about, and what free, I saw a video before, actually here. It was really funny. Someone posted it. So it's this video. They say, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. So he takes this liberal guy and he tells him, what river? The guy goes, I don't know. There's no river there. But then he shows him on the map, here to here to here. He goes, oh, so that's half of Syria, half everything. So what will Palestine be free of? So they say
right,
Israelis. So, okay. So you want Palestine will be free from Israelis. So you're saying right now, Tel Aviv, for example, where it's woke and it's like all these friendly, whatever, I'm not going to say exactly what. No, they're allowed to stay. So basically, they only have a problem with the Jew that's not the Tel Aviv style. I'm not going to go into details.
yeah,
Basically, where are you going to send us to America, to the free country?
yeah,
So you want to, it doesn't even make,
no.
if you
By
look
the way, what do
into
you?
it,
Yeah, what do you think about the unity? How do you? I feel like since I was born, there was never something like this where unity. Like I go to the gym and random Jews will come over to me and like say hi, or by the way, even not Jewish people. I feel like there's like crazy unity now and support
so
towards
unity is
us.
always like that. Unfortunately, it takes a tragic thing to wake up people. And if this
Yeah,
is the cost for unity, I'm not willing to spend it. One Jewish life is not worth
right.
a million of anything. So unfortunately, every time there was a Bucher in Bar Park that did this and mental health, everybody gets woken up for a couple of
Yeah,
months, and then it dies out. And then all of a sudden, the big Oisher keeps on giving money to the Moisdas and to them and to this, and it just dies. Why? Because it's old news. Unfortunately, the world is like that. If I tell someone that tomorrow a plane will come and hit the Twin Towers and so much people will die, he will say, wow, that's terrible. It didn't happen yet, so he won't cry about it. But then the next day it happens, he's not going to be in shock. He's not going to go crazy. Why? Because it's as planned. A person, as soon as you tell him a plan, the plan can be horrible. Yeah, I knew it's coming. Okay. Like, in Chaydir, by recess, let's say I smack the kid and he's bleeding from his nose. The Rebbe comes in after recess, he'll kill me. So
yeah,
how do you save this? You run the kid, me, the puncher. I run out in the hallway and I start running to the Rebbe. Rebbe. What happened? I punched Moshe. Why'd you punch Moshe? I don't know. He made me so mad. I lost control. I don't know why. I don't know what got into me. I punched him. I think he's even bleeding. What will the Rebbe tell me? Don't worry. I'll go and I'll check it out. Don't worry. I'll take care of it. Don't do it again. I promise I won't. He goes into the class and Moshe comes running. Ari punched me. Look, I'm bleeding. I spoke to Ari. Sit down. Here's a tissue. Wipe your nose.
yeah,
But the other way around, this Rebbe would kill me. What? Ari, Paul was English looking, he wouldn't even listen to me because he'd be so mad at me. Why? Because one, he knows it's coming, he knows what he has to deal with, and it's done. Now, if he didn't know, the same exact thing. If I tell people so and so many people are going to die, it happens. Unfortunately, it doesn't really do anything because it's as planned. But as soon as something comes out of the ordinary and it already happens, that's where unity comes in. That's where everyone is shocked. So my big issue is, how do you take a community? How do you take a klal, a folk, and how do you tell them, what are you waiting for tragic to be united?
Wow.
Be always united. Why do you have to get to the,
By the way,
hello,
Ari,
always?
this is how you tell it to them, by the way.
And that's what I said. And I said from the beginning, I don't think it's worth the price.
Right.
The price
But
of unity to cause this is not normal.
I'm
I
saying
think we should always be like that.
you have the opportunity to say it because you have
I'm,
tens of thousands of
listen,
people
I'm
that
just
listen
another
to you.
I'm just another schmuck that got lucky with a couple of followers on Instagram. Was willst du for me? What makes me do anything? Who am I?
It's your part.
Like oh, how are you always happy? Same guy like everyone here. I wake up in the morning sometimes in a bad mood. If I don't brush my teeth, you don't want to come anywhere near my block. Just like everyone else. I'm human just like everyone. Guess what? Nothing is gonna make me different. And a lot of some ones that follow me are even better than me. Better off. They're more connected, they're more open, they work on themselves harder. Listen, we have to try. And on my opinion, I believe that a friend is a beautiful thing. I believe that doing something kind for someone in a random way is a beautiful thing. And that's unity. That's what it's about. The whole everyone is always
I
jealous.
agree.
The Jews, they're so together. They're so together. They buy from Jews. They don't even realize that for us it's pretty easy because a Hasidic Yid is not buying by a Jew on purpose. Where can he buy food that's kosher? Who sells kosher food? The Jew. Where can he buy a suit? In G&G. Who owns G&G? A Jew. You won't see a Spanish guy or Italian selling Jewish suits. A hit, Kova. So when does he go into a non-Jewish store to give them business? They automatically think that we do it on purposely. And
Right.
that's why they're always, oh, the Jews are sticking together. It all started, but don't buy by the Jew. They don't buy from us. You can't explain it that we have a lot of advantage that we grew up in the way we did, and it's how we live that we're together. But are we really together? Besides for on the road when you see a random Jew and you shake with your head hello, what makes us together? Okay, you won't see a Schwarze Goy with another Schwarze Goy waving their heads. Oh, I'm Schwarz too. I'm morgen. You know the shake on the highway?
Yeah.
That togetherness, imagine that is extended everywhere. Imagine every time in Florida, I saw it when I was young. I grew up in Borough Park. Over here, a boy doesn't talk to a girl, and a girl doesn't talk to a boy. And if you look a little more Hasidish, he's
Yeah.
Winka Cham Satmit. I walked in Florida. I was probably 11 years old. I walked in the street. I was getting Shabbos. I walked to Shiel. And as I walked by, three girls, they looked at me and they said, Good Shabbos. And I was like, huh? I right away answered, Good Shabbos.
Yeah.
And then after, I realized that everyone was telling me Good Shabbos.
Yeah. I had
I
the same
started,
thing. I had the
I
same thing.
started, I started answering, and I started smiling. It made me happy. Hello, we're here all together. Hello, I'm a human. Good Shabbos
Yeah.
to you. Good Shabbos. A fro, a man. Doesn't really matter.
Right.
I'm Jewish. I'm a human. Even it got me so strong. Nowadays, it's a little weird. Sometimes it ruins off new people that I meet. I walk in Manhattan. I see a guy. Good morning, sir. He looks
Yeah.
at me. A lot of people that are fabissen, they're sad. They're not going to tell me back. But you know how many people look at me and I say it with a smile.
Yeah.
And they look back at me and they go, Good morning to you too.
Yeah.
And everyone is smiling. Imagine the whole world is like that.
Right. So the emphasis is that we have to focus on the people that are like that because many people are like that, are spreading love, are positive, are greeting each other in the Jewish community and in the non-Jewish
100%.
community. There's a lot of people that are nice. And
You want
outside,
everyone to become
by
like
the way,
that? The guy.
you live in New Jersey. New Jersey is a lot nicer than New York, than Brooklyn. And that
That's,
being said, I think that New York is also pretty nice.
listen, New York is very nice, but in Jersey they're calmer because they don't live on top of their neighbors.
Yeah, but it's also, Ari,
Peaceful.
you know this, that we attract our energy. So you're a nice guy, and you feel when you walk into a place, people tell you hi, because that's what even
Depends who
if
you
somebody
ask.
doesn't know you, even if
Some
somebody
people
doesn't
say I'm
know
not
you.
a nice guy.
But no, I'm saying even if people don't know you, you give off that energy that if somebody were to tell you hi, you would be nice to them back, and
Of course.
that's who you are.
Because I appreciate it.
So,
But by the way, the people that don't answer you hi, don't annoy them. Because it takes time to warm up. If you annoy them, they'll be pissed at it.
yeah,
But consistently, every day with the same smile, tell him good morning. I promise you, after a couple of days, he's going to look at you with a smile and he's going to answer you. You know why? Because he's going to see that you're not just messing with him. So
yeah,
I used to go to the same Starbucks. And every time I'd come in, I'd tell the worker, good morning, thank you so much. Sometimes you're welcome. I did it so often, when I started saying it, they would stop what they're doing. You're welcome.
yeah,
And they would smile. I just wait. And someone would see it, and then I tell him good morning. He realizes that I really mean it. Keep doing that. And our community is echt. A bucher on a bus, tell him good. Don't sit next to him. Tell him good morning. Don't ask him who his father is or the VLA. I give a hitch every time I see. Sometimes I drive out of my way to give a hitch. Why? Because
Yeah.
I was a bucher and I stood on that same block, and I know the
Right.
feeling. But when they come into the car, I don't turn the music down and I ask them, "What's the hand? Where are you from? Who's your top?" I ask them one question: how's the temperature? That's the air conditioning steam. You're good? Alles sure. And then in Bar Park, where are you going? And I take them to wherever they're going.
Wow.
That's a way of life. You see a person, be genuine. Give them your actual, true meaning. We're all built to be nice people. It's hard to be angry is so much harder. I have to remember every fight and every person that did this and he did that. Leave me alone. I'm just nice to everybody. I forgive you. It's
Yeah.
so much easier in life. In the same
I
way,
agree.
if I forgive
I think
everyone,
that
I'm not mad. I'll tell you good morning. I'll smile to you.
I think that
You don't want to
kind
smile back? That's your choice.
Yeah, I think that kindness goes a long way. And for me personally, the week of when the tragedy happened, I started calling random people on my contacts and checking in on them. And the next week, I started messaging people randomly in the middle of the week. How are you doing today? How are you feeling? And this week, I devoted myself to red shadichem for people. Today I sent 10 different shadichem to 10 different people because acts of love and kindness, caring and giving people hope and showing them that you're here for them and you're thinking about them, you're caring for them, is the nicest thing that we can do. This is
By
how
the
we
way,
try.
since you're saying that we have 121 people watching,
Yeah.
119, well, it keeps going up and down. I want everybody for the next 24 hours to think of a shidduch from Mr. Weber. Think about it. This guy's sitting here, beautiful smile, beautiful heart. This guy is going to take a woman and he's going to give her a beautiful life. That's it that matters. A woman doesn't need anything in the world. They need a beautiful life. That's it. Someone is going to like them. Look at this guy. He's a doll. He's a tzaddik. And he's blushing. I'm saying this in public. He's probably not going to save this live. And I'm actually going to come to an end because I got to run. I would love to talk to you. I drove all Bar Park while on live, but on the highway.
Yeah.
When the shmat heard Nashasayichem. No, it's not because I'm a good Jew, because I'm selfish.
Yeah.
I want to listen to loud music. Anyhow.
And I'm definitely gonna put this on my podcast as well, so you can
Oh,
say hi.
I should have watched so much more what I'm
You were
saying.
saying very well.
Hold on. Put your hand there and ignore everybody here. How did I sound? See, I also have a complex.
Amazing.
Live like a... Hallo, be honest. Is dat normaal? Kan je zich doen zo?
Als je zegt alles met afzorgen.
Maar dus je dat camisa werter?
Nah.
Oh, maar ga je. Anyhow, now I'm back with you guys. But to end it up, we have a lot of people here watching. The Weber is a wonderful, wonderful guy. I vouch for him. If you want information, I know a lot of people.
Thank you.
I know a person that he knew very well. And he was also a very nice guy. And he takes a lot of love from him. Rav Aguna Tzadik Shlita, Rav Bechushnes Rul Vashulam. Was really a doll. And you remind me of him with certain things that you do. But we're going to focus on happiness.
My role model.
There you go. We're going to focus on happiness, though. We're going to focus on happiness. Yeah. Happiness, the Weber, have him in mind.
Thank
That's
you.
it. Tomorrow by Shacharis, tell the Eibishter, Der Weber. He knows exactly what you're talking about. Bechura gaat dan igen. Is het 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, blah. Der Tzadik, hier, klappe, schmaaien. So he's asking him, you think Hashem understood what he said? So he told him with the Pushitkeit. He's Hashem, he's my father. He understood what I meant. You don't have to get names, Ben. Yeah, it's very nice to do that, but if you don't have it, Der Weber, have him in mind. He's a nice guy, a good guy. He's here for you guys. He gives away his days, his time. Literally, I know what it takes. I don't post as much as he does. I don't go through what he does. And yeah, people think it's a big paying money. We're not sitting in palaces and driving Rolls Royces. We also go to work. By the way, jeder auf Instagram meint, ich bin ein Millionär. I don't know where they take it from. Ich bin nicht kein Millionär. Ich habe eine Sachbild, ich laufe beide zu morgen. So, ja, es ist schwer. But anyhow, he's a beautiful guy, an amazing soul. Let's get him something nice. Hello?
Thank you.
But I never hard. The guy, yeah.
Listen, jeder meinem Hart is meer offen jetzt. So,
meidlich op een lieb. Ein Mensch, was ist ein Man, du bist ein Man. Du kennst Kontrolle, du kennst vielen, aber du bist offen mit deinen Emotions.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, beautiful. Und ich bist so offen, als mich einfach gekannt helfen. Ein bisschen, weißt du, ich mein? Kannst du doch in der Park mit dir Nacht?
Yeah.
How many hours? 3 hours?
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
It was nice.
Anyhow, have a wonderful, wonderful night. You can stay on live. I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
it was a pleasure. I'm sorry for everyone that I didn't respond right away. We were basically very, very into our own thing. But I love you all. Thank you for being here. I don't go live a lot. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure, and we'll stay posted. Am Yisrael Chai.
Thank you, Ari.
We'll win this one and all the others to come. That's what Am Yisrael Chai means. A lot bigger than Hamas try to take us down. We're not going to let our spirits go. We started
Man.
in it's a Cyril. We went to the Spanish, the Germans, wie immer gegangen. Everyone always tried to get rid of us. But guess what? We're right here and we're here to stay. Am Yisrael Chai. We will win this one. We have Hashem on our side. We have beautiful people. And have a wonderful good night. I'm going to stop talking now. I love to talk.
I love you. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Okay.